into that for me. Go into that will of life, because it wasn't like you focused on money. There was nothing in this will that said finance, big house, big car. I'm looking now terminology now is called the bourgeois. I'm the bourgeois looking. None of that. So go into that for me of why this will of life is focused on these aspects and not just this monetary outward look.
Yeah, great question. Before the mortgage company went bust, me and my buddy Casey Baugh were college roommates, and we started to journal and put out our goals and came up with this top 10, and we started to write our goals. And that first go round, a lot of my goals were monetary. A lot of it was based on stuff, the house, the cars. My wife kept being an Escalade. I wanted this Mercedes, and I wanted this house, $1 million home. Like, I had all this written out. And then I focused so heavily on it, but I knew the other stuff. My upbringing, my grandmother had always taught me how to, every morning when you arise, you face the east, and with the rising sun, you raise your hands above your head, and you just thank the Creator for everything, just a prayer of gratitude, just a prayer, a straight gratitude, and it's hard to do. And you even thank the Creator for things that haven't happened yet. For example, I would thank the Creator for my future wife and my future children and the lives that they would lead and the people that they would come into contact with and the way that my sons would be loyal and they would learn these principles. So I would go into and there's 4 aspects that I learned when we would do some sweats and some other ceremonies, where I would take what I learned there and I'd make it my own kind of culture with sales principles and success. I knew that stuff, but I forgot it when we started to make money. And I was involved in the we call it the white man's world, right? When I started making and focusing on the monetary things. And then when the mortgage company crashed and I lost everything like that, I realized that I had focused on the wrong things because I was so affected by it. It bothered me that I lost my status by my stuff. And so when I rebuilt it, I said, I'm going to build it on the principles that I know, that I want to build my life upon, which are these 5 doors or avenues of set. And so my entire training from that point forward, my entire mindset, and I did this myself. I said, okay, there are these 5, and this isn't my material. This comes from Tony Robbins, from Zig Ziglar. And so I took their teachings, and Stephen Covey was another big influence in my life. Yep. And I put these in place, and they all actually mentioned a financial one. They all talk about finances somewhere, and I just cut it out completely. I said, what would happen if I just didn't focus on it? I already lost everything, so this time I was like, let's not focus on money. Let me go become the best individual that I can be. Let me go get my life really balanced, and let me think about this as a will. And on this wheel, I've got 5 spokes, and each of these are a spoke. And along my path in life, if I was to go, spend my time in the mornings in the general's tent or the chief's teepee, we call it, where you spend your mornings getting prepared to go battle the day, right? And if you can stay in this tent and you spend 30 minutes a day on each of these spokes, in the week, when the week is done, you should have a really good, well-rounded, humming tire that you can go flying down the highway on. And at the end of that road is financial, is success, in however you want to define it. But at least as a person, I'm going to be a good person, and I'll be whatever I want to be in these different aspects of my life when I get there. Because the last time I got there, I wasn't